This video is not for kids. If you are 12 or below, click away now. Yeah, that's what I will have to do soon. So before we begin the video, I just wanted to quickly touch on the whole COPPA thing. You probably know by now that in 2020, YouTube will be under COPPA's jurisdiction, meaning that a ton of us creators will either get their channels closed, or will be forced to change their content, or will lose ad revenue. But I do not want to go in detail about it. There's plenty of articles online that you can read, so I highly suggest you do so. But as I was saying regarding COPPA, my channel will have to change as well, because Pokemon as a whole can be seen as kid-friendly content. Thus, I could lose revenue, or my channel could get terminated. That means no more videos ever. That's why I decided to start shifting my channel already. And here's the request, guys. If you want to support me in general, to uphold the channel and keep new meta alive, I direct you to my Patreon. Every little donation matters. I'll be giving out specific perks, early entrance to content, and much more starting 2020. And I am not saying this as I need more money message. I might legitimately lose my source of income, which is Google ad revenue, meaning that I will have to focus much more on finding a real job, and in effect reducing the number of uploads to even one a week, who knows. But yeah, sorry, more info to come. This intro is long enough, so yeah, let's see the Flora. Oh yeah, sorry, intro can no longer exist because it has animated characters in Pokemon, so... So I assume that you saw my latest video in which I found that Sunflora can one-hit KO primal Groudon. Like, just think about it. Sunflora, the Pokemon that evolves from the weakest Pokemon from stats of all time, can one-hit KO the biggest threat of Generation 7. So here is a test versus Kyogre. And you might think, okay, Kyogre, super effective, but Kyogre doesn't set up the sun. So here is a test that I wanted to set up the sun with these two guys. Let's see what happens. So first of all, Kyogre comes out, Lickitung comes out, and it has Cloud9 as you can see. Kyogre becomes primal, and the point was that Cloud9 makes the heavy rain disappear, and then I can set up sun. However, Primordial Sea is strong enough that that doesn't work at all, because there is no relief from this heavy rain. So, alright, change your plans. Here's Gulpin, and Kyogre goes for Snore just because. And if you don't know this move, it's Gastro Acid, and Gastro Acid makes it impossible to have the ability. So we are able to set up the Sunny Day. We are able to go to Sunflora. It loses health from solar power. Snore, and then Grass Knot absolutely decimates the primal Kyogre. So the Sunflower Pokemon is able to OHKO primal Kyogre in the sun. Wait, but what if we didn't have any sun? Here is a test versus primal Kyogre without a sun. So here's primal Kyogre. As you can see, it is primal, and it goes for Snore. We go for Grass Knot, and we also one-hit KO the ancient fish. We just killed the Pokemon of the ocean with a Sunflower in one hit. No setup, no baton pass +6 bullshit. We just click the move and it's dead. Amazing. So then I thought like, wait, you know what? There was a lot of big threats in Ubers, right? Let's see how much power Sunflora packs versus those guys. So we have Xerneas, the fucking deer, of course, with Geomancy and stuff. However, as you would expect for this test, we are not gonna be using those moves. We're just gonna be stalling turns to see what would have happened if Sunflora hit. So, we also have Arceus, we have Zygarde, we have Necrozma. Then we have someone who is not heavy at all, which is Marshadow, but I still wanted to see how much it does. And then we wanted to see how much it does to the defensive Ho-Oh with max HP, max special defense, plus defensive nature. And of course, quad resist. So quad resist, max everything. You would think it does like 1%, right? Let's check it. First of all, Gulpin comes out because Gulpin has Heat Rock and Sunny Day. So yeah, Xerneas will go for the Fog. Here is Sunny Day and switch out to Sunflora already. Defog hits Sunflora and Solar Power hurts, of course. And then there is the Grass Knot, which absolutely kills the Xerneas in one hit. So rip Xerneas. Here's Arceus, goes for Defog as well. And it does 89% to Arceus, guys. Like, whoa. Now there's Zygarde. Zygarde absolutely dies to the hit as well. Zygarde dies. Here's the Krasma, which goes for Swords Dance. And it also absolutely gets decimated by the power of Sunflora. Here's Mars Shadow, the tiny boy. Goes for Bulk Up. And we will not know how much it does, but because it's a critical hit. But 75 with a crit, so wow. And here is Ho-Oh. And Ho-Oh takes 12%. Ho-Oh takes 12% from a quad resisted max HP, max special defense. Come on, man, 12%? Look, this Sunflora was able to almost kill 5 Ubers in 5 consecutive turns and deal a tiny bit of damage to the Ho. Of course, I'm not saying that this is like always gonna happen because, as we all know, Sunflora is very, very slow. So you would have to also have Trick Room, which is very situational. However, it is possible. If you can pull it off, then wow. Okay, so I made a team just for Sunflora to praise the Flora. Let's see, I have a single Grass Knot Sunflora, Ninetales with Heat Rock, Juggle to set up Sticky Web because Sunflora is pitifully low, so damn. Draw Groudon because this is how you play your Groudon, man. Then we have Latias, Mega Latias, Fog, Draco Meteor, Psychic, and also Healing Wish because, as you know, Solar Power actually drains health, so we might need to Healing Wish. Last thing is Zeraora because flying types are kind of annoying to Sunfloras. Again, as I just said, I don't care about winning any of these battles. I only care about actually killing stuff with Sunflora. So as soon or as long as I can do that, we are good to go. Bruh, what? What? This team is... Oh my god, no. Also, I do apologize for my very childish language. I will therefore and henceforth be using a more mature language so that all of you will understand. Let us begin the battle with Shuckle. This person just forfeited due to just Shuckle. It is very disappointing. Let's find another sparring session. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found a team which unfortunately has Volcarona, which actually appreciates the Grass Knot a lot. We will still begin with Shuckle, as it is our Pokemon of choice for the lead position in our team. Oh, this sophisticated player starts with a Drapion, which is a great lead, which is a great Pokemon, by the way, which I truly enjoy. He is gonna go for the Toxic Spikes, or Spikes of the Toxic variant, rather. Oh, he follows it up with an Earthquake. I believe that is a weird play, however, I will not question this person as they leave, so we will start the timer. Actually, I do not care about starting the timer because I do not care about winning. Gee golly, we have 2 resists, 3 resists, 2 Grass Knots, so alright. We shall therefore begin with Shuckle. He begins with Electivire, so we are in the same position as before. This time this person reveals the move Cross Chop, which is fine, because I will continue setting up the hazards which deal damage, hence the Pokemon starts or gets into the battle. I do believe that this Pokemon will benefit from the Sun, which I'm about to set up. They also reveal Grass Knot. Look at that. I am just going to Mega Evolve and threaten them with a hefty Psychic, which should in theory deal a lot of damage. If my calculations are correct, he should now withdraw the Venusaur and go into a Pokemon that will not care about. Oh wait, this is Gengar, this is a Psychic. So I believe my opponent did a misplay because their Gengar is actually going to faint right now. I have knocked his Gengar out and thus he cannot use it anymore. This will be Mega Lakazam. So I will actually sacrifice my Shuckle right here. He goes for Shadow Ball, which does 12 actually. However, he might stay in. He does stay in, which allows me to go for an Infestation, dealing continuous damage to him. That's also fine, as we have the berry. We will continue dealing damage. With a critical hit, it does even more. Oh, I did forget that this Pokemon has a Magic Guard as its ability, so Infestation doesn't do anything actually. Do I believe my opponent to go into Electivire? I do not actually care for that, so that Alakazam goes down. Venusaur is the choice of my opponent. In kids slang, I would have done goofed right here, but oh well. We hit the Fire Blast for 24 damage. A water type move, so let's go into Sunflora. He goes in for Earthquake, which is not a water type move, but let's just click Grass Knot. Ice Beam. Oh, he still outspeeds. And that critical hit. Alas, this battle is a victory for us. We did not display the power of Flora, so we have to find one more. Kartana single Pokemon? What? Good game. Well, there is a Kyogre in here, so if I can at least kill the Kyogre, I would be happy. Oh, they start with the Kyogre, which I believe means that they are scarfed. Let us change the weather, shall we? I do not mind this at all. Do not switch. It's Kyogre versus Sunflora. What can go wrong, please? Hydro Pump. I know you're scarfed. Or Specs. Hit it. Just hit it. Hit. Attack. Damage. No.